black on black. Trying to play the Panthers on. The Bucs on prime time. Monday Night Football. As y'all can see, we 3-1. Tampa Gay 2-2. When the lights come on. Now, in real life, if anybody remembers this is the game Derek Anderson started. Cam got hurt the game before versus Atlanta.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a
San
place that the
Francisco
folks
beat
around here like to
Arizona
call
35-7.
And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Tampa
Philly's
Bay
undefeated through 4
and
games.
the
Isn't that what they did in real life?
This will be fielded on
The
the
Colts
back line
are
of the end
winless.
zone. And no thought to bring
Miami's
this one out.
2-3 and lost to Tennessee
and they'll
36-24.
take over at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by the number
Jameis
1 overall
Winston
pick of these Bucs in
has
the
6
2015
touchdowns and
draft.
8 interceptions.
Out of Florida State, the former
Through
Noel
4
Jameis
games.
Winston.
And he's always been a gym rat. He's always been a guy just absolutely loves the game and loves everything about preparation. Watching tape, rallying teammates, he has a charisma that's just
Pittsburgh is
off the charts.
0-5 and lost to the
How does he
Jets.
get better, though? Starting in year 2, well, he worked on the offseason, lost weight, reconfigured his body. I think it's just a matter of continuing to take care of the football and continuing to lead his team. Because you know in Tampa Bay, they hashtag believe in Jameis.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Winston. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 7,
so the
and it
Bucs
gets
got
him a new
Victor
set of
Cruz.
downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The first carry now
Yes,
for
sir.
Doug Martin. And that play
Probably
went
too late.
nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
As
So
you
we'll
see,
look
we
here
have
at the
Thomas
key
Davis
inactives,
and
and we
Kurt
got
Coleman
this
not
list
playing
before
for
the
them
game
right
down
now.
on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that
Yes, sir.
5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Cleveland's
The existence of
0-5, but they
speed
put
at
up
every
31
position
points
is
on the
really
Ravens.
seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, But how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's got time in the pocket. Let it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Oh, Gerald really had
Very
the
close to
interception
a turnover there in the end zone. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
All right, Jack.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans.
Oh, I missed.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they ended up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side.
There you go,
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that
first down, Jay Stu.
And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Levante David coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle.
Right down Broadway.
And then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen?
Get over here, Shaq.
And Winston goes down. Shaq Thompson from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. On 3rd down, Winston surveying the field. A dump off to Sims.
No first.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
taken in at the 22. Whoosh. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Yes, sir. KK. Let's get it.
This close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And for K'Wan Short, the questions about his motor really went away in 2015. Boy, what a season he had.
17 tackles for a loss last year. And, of course, give him another one right there. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jameis to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Yes, sir. D-W. Darrell Wells. Let's get it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the rookie Noah Spence out of Eastern Kentucky in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Funches has it complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands.
Cornelli, you got to make that tackle, baby.
Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn it into a bunch more. And right now,
Mario out there playing linebacker.
no-fly zone.
Let's get it.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Finding time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here.
Mike Evans killing
us
right now.
That leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first rounder, Vernon Hargraves. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's got time. Great protection. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Wow. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the first carry here for Charles Sims. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Good job.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis
Samuel. Wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to this. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll
Come here, boy.
Here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
That late, bro.
Automatic first down.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 23 yards on the play.
it's not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the first rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston.
Mike Adams, let's get it.
He goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Jameis to throw it. To the sideline, and a nice catch there.
Good defense.
Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just
And
1
that, my
yard.
friends, is why you love Roberto Osweiler.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Silver Salinga coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact That's how you end up winning it.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play. Winston Evans, 53 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. But it's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two. They run it again with Martin. Stays on his feet. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will go for it. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Wow.
Mike Evans is the point after now for Aguayo. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Stewart on first down. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Silver Salenga on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Stewart is the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
To throw on second down is Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Newton on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperation time. Newton Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Huge. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Newton on first down. And Olsen over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll be a Carolina first. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Vernon Hargrave shows off his excellent instincts and ability to make plays, knocks another pass away.
First-round pick in 2016, 11th overall, showing why there.
Raised in the game, son of a coach. Dad coaching in the college ranks now.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
But certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had... Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Newton to throw. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
They had to go for it with such little... Start of this next possession, the score, 7-0. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressured too much. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third and long. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top.
Well, recent memory, the Panthers have...